Good afternoon to everyone. Today we are going to present the transition metals in Group B. Now my teammate Annie is going to explain you like an introduction of the topic.
Okay, so what are they? Well, transition metals are one of the elements that are found in the center of the periodic table, and also some of them are iron, copper, silver, gold, and zinc. These are important since they can form different ions, create colored compounds, and are also known for its good characteristic of being a good conductors of heat and electricity. They also have high melting points and are known as catalysts. Yeah, thank you.
Now I'm going to present you like the location in the periodic table. It is important to say that the transition metals are located in the middle of the periodic table. The the part of transition metals, they are called transition because they are in the transition zone that is like in the metals and the alkalis. Then the group P comes from a old Levitian system of periodic table. It's just a naming system used to separate them.
The general electron configuration of the family is inside the parenthesis n minus 1 multiplied by d 1 minus 10 by ns 1 minus 2.
Okay, so one of the chemical properties is that these, these transition metals can react with oxygen and can react with water. With the oxygen, they can, they react since the oxygen that forms it oxides the metals. For example, if an iron reacts with oxygen and it must moisturize to produce rust. And some metals like copper can also change color when exposed to air over time. Most transition metals react very slowly with oxygen and some do not react at all. This is different to alkali metals, which are generally, as I said, reactive with oxygen. And also they react with water. Since they also react slowly or not at all with water, it also indicates that in the case of the transition metal iron, iron reacts with water to form hydrated iron 3 oxide.
Now, other part of the chemical properties are the reaction with halogens and ions with different charges. The reaction with halogens, some are transition metals react with halogens. Halogens can be found in the group 7 of the periodic table. An example is iron plus chlorine, that is iron chloride. The transition metals share this property with the alkali metals, which also react with halogens tau by very vigorously. The transition metals, like example, is copper, manganese, and iron from ions with different charges. This is shown above.
Another chemical properties are its color compounds. Transition elements form color compounds when they react. Other metals generally form white compounds. Iron compounds can be green, brown, or red depending on the other reactant. The colors are a good way for scientists to observe which compounds are present in a substance. And another property is its catalytic activity. A catalyst is a substance that increases the rate of reaction without being used up itself. Some transition elements can be used as catalysts. For example, iron is the catalyst in the process to make ammonia.
The physical properties are also, well, compared to the other metals, they have higher melting points as I told you in the beginning. They also have many similar physical properties since they are usually hard, strong, and shiny, which the characteristic of shiny is very well seen on various of the transition metals. They are generally physical properties of transition metals, but there are exceptions such as mercury, which is liquid at room temperature. They are also good conductors of heat and electricity, which makes them useful for wires, machines, and construction materials.
Now, interest facts about the transition metals group B that some one are colorful compounds, like the copper is blue and like a little of green. The chlorine is green and the iron is like a yellow with a little part of brown. Some other interesting facts are the some are magnetic, like the iron, cobalt, and nickel. Can be magnetic, this due to underpaired electrons. And the hydrogen metal and boiling points that says my teammate Annie are transition metals that are very strong and heat resistant, which makes them useful in construction and machinery.
Now the individual elements will be shown.
So I chose copper, which has the atomic number of 29, the atomic mass of 63.55, which also is rounded up to 64 in many scientific investigations. One of the discovery it was that it was well believed that it was from Rome, especially from Cyprus. It was also the name of copper was originally in Latin called cuprum. Also, in ancient alchemy and mythology, it was associated with the goddess Venus and Aphrodite, which they were also known throughout Copper Age, Bronze Age, and Antiquity. One of the characteristics is that it is the only metal with natural color, it is highly ductile and great conductors, and it is also surprisingly the human's oldest metal. But since it is well known, more than 400 alloys of copper are in use, and they are also essential for human, plant, and animal health. One of the electronic configuration is 1s squared, 2s squared, 2p sixth, 3s squared, 3p sixth, 3d10, 4s1. And also, as I mentioned before, one of the uses is vital for green technology, such as solar panels, wind turbines, and electronic batteries.
Now I'm going to explain you the element that I choose, that is the silver. The atomic number of the silver is 47. The atomic symbol is Ag, and the elements, just like I mentioned, is silver. The atomic mass is 107.868. The electron configuration is 1s squared, 2s squared, 2p elevated to 6, 3s squared, 3p 6, 4s squared, 3d elevated to 10, 4p elevated to 6, 4d elevated to 10, and 5s elevated to 1. The discoveries of this element have not specific, like it doesn't have like a age or like a specific moment. It was used by such as Egyptians and Roman civilizations and is found in the nature. It's poured from minerals such as argentite. Functions and applications. They are an excellent conductor used in electronic compacts. Is used in sonar banners, have antibacterial properties, and is used in traditional photography. Is used for manufacture of jewelry and coins. The covalent bonds of the silver can be formed in these compounds. AgSl silver chlorides and Ag2S silver sulfide. It can practice in metallical bonds and some covalent bonds. Its electrons allow for good electrical conductive.
Now I'll talk about iron. Its atomic number is 26. Its atomic symbol is Fe, and its atomic mass is 55.845. Its electric configuration it's made up of that, and its most important part to mention its outer shell. It's made up of 3d6. The discovery of the element iron objects have been found in Egypt around 3500 before Christ, since a percentage of nickel was contained. This shows that it was originated from a meteoric rock. Ancient Hittites, which today is Turkey, first smelted iron, and so because of that, that's how the Iron Age began. Some uses, functions, and uses of this element is it's found in hemoglobin, which is in the blood.